So a lot of you may question what I have in this cup. It's just orange juice. All right, so this is the autobiography of Estee Lauder. Now, it's a little bit ripped here because my cat ate it, but you know, I love my cat, so it's all good. Right now I'm wearing Kesley Boutique, johannabillion.com. Right here, this are Swarovski, actually. Everything else, Kesley Boutique. All right, perfect. So guys, let's start. So I want to tell you exactly where I found this book. So for anyone that comes to Miami, I want you to go to this place. So here in Miami, in Brickell, there's the Jackson Memorial House. So my friend doesn't know who Jackson Memorial is. I don't know either, but I know he was the first physician in Miami. And there's a little house here in Brickell. And in that house, it's so cute. You know, during the time, I think he was the first physician in Miami in like the 1800s. And he worked a lot. And, you know, it turns out one day he came home and his wife was sleeping with another man. She's like zoom in and out of me, like she was sleeping with another man. Another man. Another fucking man. That bitch. So, I mean, you know, people have different reasons of doing things, but back then, I'm not sure if threesomes was a thing, but he was pissed and he killed her and him. Okay. I feel like nowadays people accept infidelities more because it's like, oh, let me just.
Well, they used to have orgies.
Yeah. They'll just be like, oh shit, like I'll join. Thanks for the text. Okay, so guys, so look how beautiful this book is. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it because so basically in that house it's now a visitor center and they have this little house and every day you can actually go and grab a free book. So I have found these best books in this little cute house. And for example, autobiography of Estee Lauder. She is Queen Universe of the world of the universe. She is like the best person. Estee Lauder, her makeup products are one of the best. You can usually find them at department stores like I think Bloomingdale's has I'm sure like Nordstrom. I'm not sure. Does Saks have Estee Lauder? Oh, I'm gonna look into that because I think she's definitely Saks level type of girl. And but I know like Macy's has her, and she has the best products, guys. So Estee Lauder, love you, girl. Also, we supported Estee Lauder's IT people back at Tech Systems, so that's another reason why I love her. So guys, so Estee Lauder, there's 3 passages I want to read today. So, and one of them it's going to be very touching to us because it's going to talk about a pandemic, what we're facing right now. So yeah, like she really went through a pandemic. Okay, so let me read to you 3 pages that I really like, or no, a few things. Carl, please don't jump out the window. Alrighty. So, here I bookmarked the page. The first one is, well, there's 2 things. There's one thing that I feel like Estee Lauder would want me to read. She really would want me to read this. I know it. Okay, because she's all about like the scent. She basically says that in Europe, a woman is beautiful by her scent. You know, you never forget people's scents. So that's why she also has perfumes. Oh, one of her first perfumes is like delicious, delightful, to die for. So I'll tell you what that is in just a minute. So it says here, beauty is the best incentive to self-respect. Are you like zoom into my face because you know, this is about beauty. So beauty is the best incentive to self-respect. You have great inner resources, but they don't show up as confidence when you don't feel pretty. People are most apt to believe you and like you when you know you look fine. And when the world approves, self-respect is just a little easier. The pursuit of beauty is honorable. Here's the other thing she would love for me to read. The quintessential woman, the woman who looks lovely as she makes the most of her energy, also has great power if she smells divine. Okay, so this is what I wanted to read.
I love that piece. You actually said that.
Right? Her perfume is called Youth Dew, and I know why it's Youth Dew. You'll see. Basically, she says that it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter where you come from, every woman is beautiful. But some women don't know how to portray their beautifulness in them. So she basically says, how can you be beautiful but so mean to people, because then you are no longer beautiful. However, there's people that may not look physically that attractive, but because of how beautiful they are within, they become beautiful. You know what I mean, right? Have you met people like that? I meet them all the time. I'm like, oh my god, they're so hot, like, you know, okay. Or they're so good looking, or they're so beautiful, you know, like I love her. Okay, so this is what I want to read. 1 second. So I'm going to tell you right now. It is. Hold on, just bear with me. I'm going to find it. Oh, maybe it's here.
Oh wow.
What?
My friend lost her YouTube channel. She had 90,000 subscribers.
How did she lose that?
Somebody hacked her. That's how she was making money.
How did someone hack her?
Somebody stole her. She was almost at 100,000. That's crazy.
How much money do you think she was making?
He's also a lot of business, but her channel was hacked today. She was also. Wow.
Wait, I want to hear about that. That's crazy. Another thing
I'm gonna share it with you.
about Estee Lauder is Estee Lauder was born in Corona, New York, in Queens. I'm from Queens, so Estee Lauder and I are very similar because we're both from Queens. Like, if you're from Queens, New York, you rule the world. Period. Dot. Point. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk it. If you're not from Queens, I'm sorry, you do not own the world. You have to be from Queens, Queens, New York. Okay. So that was point number 1 I wanted to mention. The other one is actually a really important one where she talks about her sister getting polio. I can't believe her sister had polio. Like, polio is a pandemic. It's crazy. But I just want to read something very quickly that I really like. And I keep wanting to highlight several things in this book, but I don't know if I should highlight it because then that means I'm kind of ruining it. But I guess Coral already ate the point of it, tip of it, so I can technically just keep going. Oh, look. Women are annoyed by their beauty, sensuality, and sensitivity. In fact, most desirable. Women are admired by their beauty, sensuality, and intelligence, not their youth. In fact, the more seasoned a woman is, the more desirable she is. Oh my God. Okay. When my family is on produce, my age, as a woman, I asked her story goes on, my grandmother gave a cup of water. Her mother died after she drank a cup of water that had a poisonous spider. Is that crazy? That's the story she heard. That her mother, her grandmother drew a cup of water from the well. I just said a whole bunch of lies. The story goes, one day my grandmother drew a cup of water from the well and drank it. So her grandmother, along with a poisonous spider she hadn't noticed. She died. There was a long with beauty, high drama in my roots. So it's crazy. Her grandmother died because she drank water from a well and there was a poisonous spider. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's how people died back in the day. Maybe she was murdered, who knows, but maybe it was true. I feel like that sounds like a true story to me from back in the day. Doesn't it sound like a true story? People just died of like mysterious causes, like, oh,
Just
spider
like that,
drank
yeah.
from the well. Like, you know what I mean? From the well, like, okay.
Oh yeah.
So the other thing I wanted to read is, I just can't find this. I really want to read this. It's like the most important thing I want to read. This is how she knew that her perfume had become huge. So her friends from Manhattan said, can you come over to the 21 Club quickly? Because we have a game and it's 12:30 already. She writes, I drew a bath, poured in some youth dew, bathed quickly, dressed, and dashed outside to hail a taxi. And the taxi driver said, lady, you smell so good. Is it youth dew? And she said, how in the world would you know that? And he asked, well, last week a lady sat right there where you're sitting and I saw her open a bottle and put it on. And she just couldn't believe it. She's like, that's like the first time that she realized she was amazing. So he said that it smelled so good, he had to ask the lady where she bought it because he wanted to buy it for his wife. That's amazing. I love Estee. By the way, her real name is Estee. So Estee, her parents wanted to name her Estee, but because her parents were from, I don't want to give the wrong information. Her parents, you know what, I'm going to write this in my YouTube channel below, like in the comments area. I'll write where her parents are from, but they're not from the United States, they're not from America. And growing up, she used to like hate that she wanted to be very Americanized. But as she grew older, she really loved that she was European and she was different and all of that. So basically her parents, and actually this happened to my parents in Queens, New York. Oh, Queens. Come on, get your shit together. So basically, although I love Queens. So basically her parents wanted to name her Estee, but the hospital staff, because her parents had like a very strong accent, they thought that they were saying Esther. So they named her Esther in her birth certificate. However, her parents had a very hard time pronouncing, Esther. So when she went to school, her parents were telling the teachers that her name was Estee. So the parents were like, Estee, and it was supposed to be spelled E-S-T-Y, but in the school, because they heard Estee, like by their accent, they wrote E-S-T-E. Now, I'm curious to see where the extra E came from, but that's her story. So for me, my name is Kesley, K-S-L-E-Y, and my parents wanted to name me K-E-S-L-Y. And so basically, in my birth certificate, the nurses wrote Kesley, K-E-S-L-E-Y, and my parents till this day, they write my name as Kesley, K-E-S-L-Y. Recently, they've been adding the E, and it kind of hurts my heart because I want it to still be K-E-S-L-Y, because that's how they meant to name me. So, okay, perfect. So I just want to read two more things I want to read from this book, okay?